Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to talk about how Warhammer community have put up a couple of different articles talking about different things about the tower, most importantly the brand new and improved Railgun atop the Hammerhead, and also some Tower Empire Crusade Rules as well, and we're going to look through both articles and discuss this today. And so we're going to start off with the Railgun article. So for the Tower Empire, warfare means mass pulse rifle, hit and run battlesuits, and whip crack report of the awesomely powerful railguns making mincemeat of enemy vehicles. We've looked at the first two already, so it's time to tackle the railgun. And so this is what they've given us. The railgun's weapon profile, and boy, oh boy, does this thing hit hard. So a 72-inch range, heavy one, so one shot with this, strength 14, AP -6, so no armor saves against this thing, you do not get armor, and damage D3 plus 6. On top of that, each time an attack is made with this weapon, invulnerable saving throws cannot be made against the attack. Each time a successful wound roll is made for an attack with this weapon, the target suffers 3 mortal wounds in addition to any other damage. So this has a maximum damage of 12 because it can get 9 on its damage, and then if it's wounding already, it's going to do 3 mortals on top. You know, no invulnerables against this at all. This is an absolutely amazing heavy weapon. Now, I will say the negatives of this. First of all, we know that tower armor isn't particularly hard. So generally it's going to be probably pretty easy to crack a hammerhead that's totting this railgun on it. That being said, if you don't get to have a shot at it first, it's going to remove whatever it wants off the table if it can get that hit. It is one shot, and Tower are famously not the greatest ballistic skill. While they have all their scopes and all that sort of stuff, they generally, Tower, lore-wise, have a struggle to focus and all that sort of stuff with their sight and vision, so they generally only hit on 4s and 3s at best, so there is a good chance that this railgun is going to miss. If we're going off that. If this ends up being like a 2-up, that's a little bit worrying. But AP -6 and the lack of invulnerable saves means whatever damage this is doing, if it hits, is going straight through. It does say invulnerable, so things like feel no pain I think would still work then against a railgun. But this thing just hits like an absolute ton of bricks. And then we've also got the targeting array, so each time the unit's hammerhead model is selected to shoot, you can reroll 1 hit roll when resolving attacks. So we may be needing ballistic skill 3 or 4 to hit, but we are going to get a reroll thanks to our targeting array, so that seems like something that's just going to be on every hammerhead. And then we've also got the hammerhead is also shockingly effective at turning single targets into smoking wrecks. But the enemy is coming in numbers, faced with smaller foes, hammerhead pilots can load short-range sub-munition shots instead. And so we've got a stratagem for the hammerhead here, where you can use it in your shooting phase or when a hammerhead model from your army is selected to shoot. If that model is equipped with a railgun, instead of making attacks with the weapon this phase, select one enemy unit that is not within engagement range of any of your units from your army and within 36 inch of the hammerhead. Roll 1d6 for each model in that unit, adding 1 to each roll if that unit has 11 or more models. For each 4+, unit suffers 1 mortal wound to a maximum of 8 mortal wounds. So you know, if it's got 11 or more models, it's going to be 3-ups, so this would mean what, on a maximum, you know, you're rolling this against like any big horde of like 20 or 30, you're probably guaranteed to do your 8 mortal wounds, which is pretty solid. Being able to just guarantee 8 mortal wounds spread across like 1 wound models is really, really nice. For those in Age of Sigmar probably wondering why you would not go the 12 damage, in 40k damage does not carry over to the next model. So if you have a 1-shot 12 damage gun, it only does 12 damage to the one target. So you could shoot a squad of Termagants and just kill 1 with your hammerhead. Rather than you would need submunitions here, you could kill 8. So that's why you would have something like this if you're not familiar with 40k coming from Age of Sigmar. But this is pretty cool. Like, this thing packs an absolute punch. Tower is definitely an army I'm looking into getting. I am a sucker for battle suits, but maybe I need to pick up some hammerheads as well for my army. But if I did a Tower army, it would most definitely be battle suits, the the little kid in me that used to love anime and used to love all my Gundam and Zoids and Code Geass and all the other mecha shows I used to watch as a kid, definitely like the tower. So really interested to see where we go with that. And then we've got some Crusade Rules, where we introduce a radical concept of peaceful diplomacy to Warhammer 40k. Crusade is my favourite way to play 40k. I love the narrative versions, and we're hoping we can have some Crusade campaigns, as well as Path to Glory and other narrative campaigns coming to the channel this coming year. To take each planet, you must reduce either the military or diplomatic power by increasing your own. Military points are gained by winning games, where diplomatic points require a special new requisition. So each time you win a battle, your Crusade force gains 1 military point. Show of force, you can purchase this requisition after a battle if you won the battle. If you have 2 or more military points, subtract 2 from your military points and add 2 to your diplomat points. And then you can also gain both kinds of power by completing agendas, which is pretty cool. But once you've got enough oomph, it's time to let the planetary governor know there's a new sheriff in town, and then you can get to pick one of the lovely assimilation abilities. So it's pretty cool that you can sort of like assimilate people into your colony and stuff like that. But yeah, you'll be generating a new sort of system here. So where you're trying to, I guess, assimilate people into your little tower sphere. And so once you've taken all the planets in your chosen system, congratulations, the Tower Empire has a new feather in its cap. You can move on to the next juicy target, but before you make your tearful goodbyes, choose one of your planets and use the set up supply lines requisition to earn powerful supply abilities. So this is pretty cool. I really like what we're sort of getting here for the tower. I think it's a very narrative that you can sort of play either the diplomat like Tower like to, or indeed play, I guess, just the outright hostile force that they can be as well. And the whole Tower philosophy of dead men make poor allies, because, you know, can't be allies if they're all dead. So I really like this. There could be some really cool narrative campaigns bringing in some like auxiliaries and making up some cool auxiliary rules for Tower, I think, with the Crusade pack. But anyway, I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts. What do you think of the Railgun, and what do you think of the idea of how the Tower sort of work in Crusade with the whole sort of diplomat and military might way of playing? I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on this. I'm really looking forward to the Tower for Warhammer 40k as we start to explore more Warhammer 40k on the channel in next year. It'll be a ton of fun to see where this army goes, because we'll definitely probably be picking up a small force of them, I reckon, sometime in the near future. But let us know what you think of everything we've seen in the articles today. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And also, why not drop us a comment below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel more and in another way, you can do so either by supporting on Patreon or YouTube members. You can do either of these by following the links in the video's description, and as a special thing for everyone who does, we'd like to give a shout out first of all to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domer, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Samuel. And a special shout out as well to our YouTube members: Greenrich Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, and Sean Scott. Lastly, a special thank you to, first of all, Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel you can see here, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing background work for our Discord server, making sure it all works nice and properly over there. Thank you all for watching once again, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.